She's with Tony Braxton for 18 years. She convinced him to get married. He did no paperwork. She got a divorce in 2 weeks and caught him for mega millions. He said the fix was in. This Birdman saying that. He's saying he was with a no prenup. When we discussed this story in my house, people were saying karma. No, this ain't tabloid. No, I'm not standing on this. I'm not at the divorce, bro. I'm telling you what the streets are saying and the Birdman said. The Birdman said he was with her for 18 years, married her, he had no paperwork. She got him. I don't even want to tell you the number. The number's the price of this building. The price of the building? Yo, no, they're serious. The price of a high rise in New York City. I'll tell you a crazy story. Birdman.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would love to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, blessings, and safety to the elect. All right. Look at this bitch, Brittany Renner, man. All right. All right. She's known for, porn. Okay. And also, I believe she has been with multiple NBA basketball players, man. All right. What the hell this nigga Kevin Gates was thinking, man. All right. It says Brittany Renner announces divorce from rapper after a 52-day marriage. All right. It says Brittany Renner has yet another failed relationship. In an interview with Los Angeles radio station Real 92.3 LA, the influencer and basketball wife star said that her union to Kevin Gates is over after 52-day marriage. We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th, said Reiner. All right. Now look, man, this is why, man, you should leave these damn, like Apostle Tahar always say, these damn hyenas alone, man. Okay. And I want to get a quick precept, man. All right. Dealing with, the Israelite men, man. Okay. Because, hey, man, this is very important, man. All right. And this is Sirach 25 and 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure, man. And I know, man, as a man, we see a fine woman, man, and, we want to, get our rocks off, man. Okay. Because, hey, man, but at the end of the day, man, we should be desiring these women for the things that they can do. Hey, how you doing, man? Can you cook? Can you clean? Are you a servant, man? That's first and foremost, man. A lot of these, these Israelite so-called celebrity men, okay, they got these fine ass women, man, but these women are shit, man. Okay, you had this the one nigga Boston Richie, man. He his woman was online, man, on social media saying how he cooks and clean for her and gives her the bag and cater to her, man. Okay. She got the best man in the world, but it's supposed to be the other way around, man. The scriptures talk about how men became servants for these women, man. Roughly paraphrasing. But the point is, I played that Birdman situation first, man, because, he was dealing with her for 18 years, decided to get married. She divorced him 2 weeks later and took him for mega millions, man. Okay. Now look at this, this whore, man. Okay. Now she's getting a divorce now, from this nigga, it ain't no telling, if she's about to, receive anything out of the situation, man, but this is a prime example, man. These jakes shouldn't even be getting married, man. This has nothing to do with Yahweh Shemi Awashah, man. You going down to this devil, man, signing all this paperwork, man, and all this madness, man. Getting in, signing these contracts, man. Okay. The scriptures talk about, if a man give a woman a divorce, man, she's supposed to leave with nothing. But in this society, man, they leaving with damn near everything, man. Half of what a man has, man. And then she's going to go deal with another man okay, and probably put him in the same trap, man. Matter of fact, it's Ecclesiastes 7, and I'm like I said, it's straight to the point, man. Ecclesiastes 7:26. I find more bitter than death the woman, man. The woman she'll have them more bitter than death, man. You know, she had you in a bitter state, man. Okay, you know, you lose, hey man, the way you feel when you lose a loved one, man. A woman will put you in that estate, man. I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, man. Okay, you know, these women in this society, man, they mess with these prominent men, okay? And in their mind, man, it's all to get a bag, man. You know, the nigga game, man. You know, he was dealing with a chick, man. Now she's filing, you know, rape charges on him, man. Now he has to pay her, I believe, $7 million, man. Like I said, you just heard it out of Fat Joe's mouth, which came out of Birdman's mouth. Tony Braxton got him for mega millions, divorced him in 2 weeks, was with him regularly without, you know, going down to Esau signing these contracts and these agreements with this devil. Because it's a big marriage here in this society is a business. Okay. But the point is, she was with him 18 years. As soon as they signed that paperwork, she was with him for 2 weeks, divorced him, and got him for mega millions, man. Okay. It says, whose heart is snares and nets in her hand as bands, man. These women are trying to either they try to have a baby by you to you know, receive, you know, government assistance and more food stamps and a big tax return because these women use children as dependents, okay? Or they trying to, you know, divorce you, okay? And fucking you know, take a portion of what you own, man. Take a portion of your estate. The scriptures talk about how a man biddeth a house and shall not dwell there, man. Okay? See, a lot of these women, man, you know, they was married to these men, and these men have bought these homes, okay? And you know, of course, give you a situation that's lawful. A man might go deal with another woman, man. Okay? And then they'll fucking go, and then a woman, your wife find out about it, she'll try to go fucking get a divorce. And then she'll say, well, he committed adultery. Okay, now the, you know, Esau looking at you, you know, with the side eye, man. Now he's about to leave her the house. Now you have to be forced to go get your own place and still pay, you know, the mortgage if it's not paid off, man. These are unrighteous decrees, man. But it's hey man, it's Jake fault, man, for still falling victim to these women, man. All right. And it says, whose hand is bands, whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her, man. So we're going to see how this situation play out, man. Okay? But like I said, we just played the video dealing with Fat Joe, him speaking about how, you know, Tony Braxton got Birdman for mega millions, man, off a 2-week marriage, man. Mega millions, man. Okay? And hey, look, man, you know, money is a defense, man. So, all a woman has to do is, and ain't no telling, you know, how much money she received from them sport players she was dealing with, you know? So these women loaded, man, you know, off of riding the cock carousel, man, you know? But like I said, man, we gonna see how this, you know, play out, man. You know, and this is also proof that these women are followers, man. You know, here it is. You know, this bitch was wicked, man. You know, I believe this bitch was a Jesus Christ worshiper, man. I believe I heard this bitch say before, you know, but now she got with him and became Muslim, man. Okay. Now let's see if hey man, let's see if you know, because hey man, this is a, you know, hey, to all the brothers in this truth that, you know, these women who has women that say they believe, man. You know, let's see if she continue to be Islam after she's done with this nigga, man. All right, let's just see, man. Let's just see. Let's just see. You know. Let's just see. You know, if she continued to worship Allah, man. You know, after it's all said and done, man. All right, she's gonna go right back to that Edomite, man, with blonde hair and blue eyes, man. All right. But hey, man, Yahweh Rat Dazah, this lesson was edifying. I'm again giving all praise. Honor and glory to Yahweh Shemi Awashah, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Till next time, Shalom.